G'day guys, it's Johan. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. It's a Saturday night here in Melbourne and I'm just doing some work, minding my own business, and I thought I'd do a quick little video about anxiety. I've had a few mates reach out to me during the week and it seems like it's a very common theme out there. So I thought, while I've got some time, I'm going to drop a Saturday night video and hopefully this provides you with some guidance, inspiration, and please don't use this as a self-diagnosis tool. Just use this as a stepping stone to get some professional help. And if you guys don't know me, guys, my name's Johan. I'm a mindset sales coach, and I'm also a key leader for a logistics company in Melbourne, one of the fastest growing companies in Australia. So I'm very, very fortunate. So guys, it's actually quite okay to feel anxious time and time again. So sometimes we might feel anxious because we have bills that are due, or we might be running late to an appointment. We might have a wedding tomorrow. We might be getting married tomorrow, or various situations. And it's actually a normal part of life. But there's a difference between feeling anxious and actually having anxiety. So if you're feeling like that you're just anxious because you've got some stressful events, go out and see your doctor, but don't stress. You're probably just feeling what everyone feels, from here and there and time again. But if it's a constant thing where every day you're getting panic attacks or you're feeling very anxious about everything you do, then that's when you've really got to seek help, because you possibly might have an anxiety disorder or going through a very stressful time in your life. And when you're going through anxiety, it doesn't just switch off like that. It's a very constant feeling that might last a few days, a couple of weeks, and even longer for some people as well. And it does really affect, things like work and your relationships, schoolwork. And if you're having any of these problems, please go seek out help. So I hope that makes you feel more comfortable about the difference between feeling anxious versus having an anxiety disorder of some sort. And the big difference that I tend to notice and think is if I feel like I'm in that flight or fight mode where I'm very anxious about everything, then I personally know that my anxiety is creeping up. So when I do, mindset coaching in particular, I talk to a lot of people who might be stressed out and they don't really know that they actually have anxiety. And usually if I can feel that after the coaching session, I'll usually mention it to them and I go, recommend them to go seek some professional help. It's something that I can't personally help you out with. But at least when you get some coaching or mentoring, these things can pop up, which is really good. Now, how do you know that you might have anxiety? I guess the number one thing is to feel and see what symptoms you have. And I've had to write these down. These are some of the symptoms I've experienced in the past. Feeling restless or on edge. Now, I'm a very intense guy usually, but usually, that nozzle gets wounded up quite a bit more, and I don't feel myself. And I know when that starts to creep up, it's definitely a signal that I'm overly stressed. Being easily fatigued. Now, this one's a big one for me, guys, because I'm a very, very energetic guy. But when I find that I'm waking up tired, even though I've had, good 8 hours amount of sleep, then I know something's wrong. Being irritable. Give an example, guys. A couple of weeks ago, I felt my anxiety really kicking in, and I found it very, very hard to sit in a 2-hour meeting with the team at my work. I was really stressing out, and I basically had to, move away a couple of times from the desk just to get some air. The other one is having headaches. Something that I experience quite often when I'm feeling anxious or having anxiety. You might have sleeping problems as well, or staying asleep or falling asleep. And this is probably the biggest thing that I find is when my anxiety kicks in, for some reason I can't sleep, because I'm a very big thinker and I like to think a lot, on a normal day. But when anxiety kicks in, mate, my mind doesn't stop. Sweating, you might have a racing heart, trembling, chest pain, and it's like feeling like you're going to get a heart attack or some impending doom that is coming out. So, like I said, guys, these symptoms, if they do pop up, seek some proper help. That's the first piece of advice I can give anyone. Have I had anxiety before? Guys, unfortunately, I get it once every couple of years. And when I mean I do get it every couple of years, there'll be about 2 or 3 weeks of every second year where it does creep up. And because I've had it for so long, I think one of the benefits that I've had is I've been able to implement strategies in my life to really, provide some self-care to myself. And if it's happening for the first time, you might be getting really nervous or really anxious about having anxiety, guys. And that's a very common feeling. But believe me, guys, if you can change your lifestyle, things will get better, and I'm living proof about that too. So I've had it a lot, guys, but like I said, I generally get over it within a couple of days, maybe maximum 4 days, and I'm back to normal. And just to give you an example, like I said before, 2 weeks ago I had anxiety and I went straight to strategy mode, and I was able to really get back to a normal stage. And yesterday I was back to my normal feet. So it's all tickety boo. So what helps me personally, and I think everyone is wired different, everyone has a different body type and different things going on in life. So everyone's going to experience different things. So number one, running. I usually run 50, 60 kilometers a week, and I notice if I stop running, my anxiety goes through the roof. And admittedly, guys, the last 6 weeks, my running schedule has been all over the shop. But as soon as I went back to running quite a bit, my anxiety went down, and then it was obsolete after a couple of days. So running really helps me because I get to focus. I don't, use my phone. I don't bring headphones when I run. It's just me and my mind. It's absolutely amazing. And then I do weight training every day as well, except Sunday. Sunday's my rest day. So I do a lot of exercise as well. Something that helps me, and I think it might help anyone who's feeling anxious or just even stressed, is meditation. So I meditate twice a day, one in the morning, one at night. Guys, you can Google, YouTube, what meditation techniques might work just for you. Improved diet. So I don't drink alcohol, guys, and I'll tell you what, the occasionally drink that I might have when I'm going out really sets me off. So I don't drink much. I probably only had a couple of drinks literally this year, and that's really it. I don't have soft drinks. Every time I have soft drinks, my anxiety tends to build up as well. Reading books. Now, when I'm reading books as well, guys, I do a lot of self-help books, business books, very positive books. I don't do anything negative. I don't watch TV when my anxiety kicks in as well, because I want to keep my mind nice and clear. And the best thing is to make sure that I'm in a positive environment as well. But probably the most important thing is a lot of self-care. So I do little things like I have a lot of sleep, rest, take bush flower drops to help me relax, a whole different variety of different things that I've put in place due to my experience to make sure that I'm not getting affected as well. And just to finish off, guys, what should you do if you're having anxiety? Number one, guys, is please don't self-diagnose yourself, and don't go on things like Reddit and things like that and see if anxiety is something that you may have. If you feel like you have any of the symptoms I've mentioned, just straight away go see a doctor. Don't muck around. Go see a counselor, psychologist. Don't muck around with these things, guys. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to working, but I thought I'll just wish you guys all the best. And, if you want some mindset coaching or anything like that, reach out, and I'm sure I could be of service and help you out. Have a great Saturday, guys. Enjoy your Sunday with your family. Break bread. Enjoy your week. Bye.